because there is no coming back, Rose. I mean, this is it. The world is over. It's fucking over. And but at least we're gonna go out with Trump with a fucking financial bang. All the goody two-shoes on the YouTube that want to save the world, but it couldn't be more perfect for us. And as I said, you know who's behind Bitcoin? Putin. It's a Ruski conspiracy to fuck up the American economy and the world. It's a long-range plan he started 7-8 years ago. He's going to see the demise of the Western financial world while he's still the head of Russia. He's going to live. He's going to be there long enough. And he's already hacked into the brains of all the morons. YouTubers. I said, we got to let them go early so they can do what? To tell their kids that the world's over? To say Merry Christmas, you stupid shits? I mean, there is no fucking Santa Claus. I mean, it's something that everybody knows somebody that owns Bitcoin. And most of the people that own Bitcoins wish they own more. And some of the people that don't own Bitcoin, you know, have got to come up with some justification why they don't own Bitcoins. Like I don't own any. I'm not going to get any Bitcoins. But I'm not the typical guy that needs to get rich off of Bitcoins. See, I wanted to go to $1 billion because then there'd be a lot of wealth distributed to mostly poor people. And that's good for us. Because people, new wealth and their money and the people are easily separated. There's a reason why when you win the lottery, 100 million or 50 million, 4 years later they're broke. So I'm looking for all those Bitcoin guys to have a lot of money because I'm going to help separate that money from them. And you're going to separate the money from them. Well, that was, take their in a legitimate, professional, honest, ethical, moral way, but take their money and, you know, fund your deals. Because most of the people that have made huge capital gains in Bitcoin don't know anything about investment. They don't. They're, you know, techie people that understand why it works and, you know, how it should work forever, but they don't understand the fundamentals of finance. And they're going to learn the hard way. As they start to cash in Bitcoin and make investments, then their history of an investment portfolio will begin. And I just soon have them begin it with us. You. Again, I don't want any deals. Don't, please, Bitcoin people, don't contact me. Don't. But why not? You know, somebody's made, you know, like the Winklehouse twins, that were an exception. They're the first billionaires, the first billionaires they're talking about making $1 billion. I hear they invested 10, 11 million bucks, and their values are up to $1 billion. Isn't that the story? Something like that, right? Well, I'm sure if they're talking about it, there are other people that have made a lot of money. Now, the twins, those guys are sophisticated guys, so it's not likely you'll be separating their money from them. But I mean, there's plenty of other people that have probably made tens of millions, hundreds of millions, that are going to need investments, you know, under the theory that you should spread your risk. I'm not one of those people that believes in spreading your risk, but I mean, most people do. If you've got $100 million in Bitcoin value, they're probably going to be looking to cash some of that in. And I told a couple of people that I know that have made quite a bit of money, sell half, keep half. And keep half when it goes to $1 trillion, sell half so you can change your lifestyle now.
I'm Nick Nimmin, and I'm a StreamYard user. For the last 6 years, I've been streaming consistently to YouTube and Facebook and everywhere else on the internet that would have me. And during that time, I've had the opportunity to use pretty much all the live streaming software that's available.
Sell half, keep half. And that's the general. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an investment advisor. I don't have any of the series 7, 10, 11, 14 licenses. So it's not advice. This is independent free advice. Take it for what it's worth. But my advice when you make big chunk of money like that is sell half, keep half. And I know at least one of the individuals I told followed my advice. Because the half will change their life forever. And the other half, and if it works out and Bitcoin goes to $1 million a coin, well then I'll be with you. I'll be with you. But at some juncture, people are going to start, using that money to change their lives. Because if you have $1 trillion in Bitcoin and you're not using it to spend or buy anything, you got $1 trillion in Bitcoin. And I would imagine that they're gonna I don't know why the guy eliminated his portfolio a few days ago. I don't know any of the history behind that, but sell half, keep half. And in anything that you make a lot of money in, that's normally my advice: sell half, keep half, and that you change your life. Now, when you own and control the majority of the slum lettings in Scotland, like somebody in this room does, I mean, he couldn't give half away, let alone sell half. But now, one of the things that my parents did that differentiated me when they were raising me is, the Spock Doctor book and that stuff. But I believed in Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, and that kind of stuff till I was a lot older than all the other kids. I mean, they let that dream. I mean, I got in a lot of fist fights. Now, fortunately, I was the biggest kid on the school grounds. So, but I mean, a lot of, they'd say stuff about, your dad being Santa Claus. It used to hurt my feelings. It hurt me. So I'd punch him. But if I hadn't been the biggest kid on the schoolyard, I'm not sure if my parents would have let that dream. But self-esteem is built the first 7 years, remember? 7, 8 years. And obviously, most kids, 6, 7, 8 years old, 6, 7 anyway, still believe in all that good stuff. And I sure as hell did, longer than that. And but that's, we show the happy smiles and faces of the kids, and unless the kid's wearing a nappy, he's happy. Even Graham was happy back when he was 5 or 6, I'm sure. And then the reality of being here in Scotland caught up with him as he grew up. And I tell Andrew Carnegie, no matter what story you believe, whether he left living with rats in the hull of a ship when he was 7 or 8, or he left when he was 11 or 12 with his father, who was a joiner or something, and they went to the New World. He left, whatever story. I like the one when he was he stowed away on a ship, which apparently isn't true. I like that story anyway. It makes better copy. It makes better news. I'm a believer in fake news if it works. I was watching myself on YouTube and I was crying. I love that shit. Unfucking-believable how much I love myself. But I was watching that and I said, God damn, fucking good, Dan. Jesus Christ. See, I'd pay you to come here. You don't understand that. I love smacking the shit out of you so much. I'd pay you fuckers the 20 grand. Hell, I used to do it for fucking free. But I brought Mom along today because I forgot her yesterday. Sorry, Mom. Keep me straight. Because I never want to forget. See, you want to forget the shitty things you did. I never want to forget. And I've interviewed 3 of you so far. 3 stories. There used to be a program, Valerie, on in New York, about New York, and it says 8 million lives and 8 million stories.
Just say 5 days, boom, what's the name? Look at Kirk. I said Kirk is up. So he gets up in the morning, back pain, can't go down the stairs, goes down like this. Give it to him. 5 days. This doesn't work. I hold it down. Hey everybody. Happy Thursday. Hope all is well. That was just a little something from trillionaire Dan Pena. And I'm gonna share some videos at 7:30. I'm just wondering, is this a conspiracy? I mean, it's all making sense. I went and did a little research this evening, going 4 years back, and they were saying about China and Russia, how they were going to basically try to take over the whole monetary system. And Bitcoin is worldwide. Crypto is worldwide. This has nothing to do with all the crypto. This has to do with Bitcoin. So if you let that sink in, Bitcoin is the most invested crypto ever. It's the first one out there. And let's just say, speculatively, if Russia and China bought the most Bitcoin, they can let it pump to as high as they want. Let everybody in the world throw their money in it. Many people are going to be super rich from it. This is just speculative conspiracy thoughts. And then all of a sudden, boom, they wipe it out. Now China and Russia just took everybody's riches. The USA loses, other countries lose, but China and Russia, poof, they win. Is this a conspiracy? Let me know. I'll be back on my live 7:30. Thank you for tuning in, and I have a lot of material to share with you this evening. If you want to talk crypto, finances, just leave a comment in the box and we will talk later. Until then, enjoy your evening, morning, afternoon, no matter where you are. Cryptogranny, Bobby Bob 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 Bob.